Let's Nightfall, episode 44, and this week's Nightfall is the Wretched Eye. Not too bad of a solo this week, but the fun factor's been dialed a bit back. Modifiers are Epic, Fresh Troops, Match Game, Catapult, and Exposure. So after the run of Nightfalls, these last couple weeks with Daybreak on, Daybreak is gone, so that's what I meant by the fun factor being dialed back down a little bit. I'm on Voidwalker with Catapult, running a little bit of the Vampire build with double scatter grenades. As far as my guns, I got a scout rifle on, a sniper, and Gallahorn. Use whatever your favorite primary is. If you have one that you like with explosive rounds on it, I would rock that. Bring along Icebreaker if you have it. If you can do tier 5 intellect and discipline, definitely do that. Warlocks, if you don't have access to the two gauntlets that give you double nade setups on Void Bomb or Solar, I would rock the raid gauntlets if you have access to them. Titans and Hunters, I would rock the raid gauntlets as well, just so you can have heavy flow. And for this first part, we're skipping past it. Just hug the left side of the bridge. Completely ignore these ads. It's a complete waste of time. Once you get to this area, use the rocks over here to my left. Try not to hit this spike. But use these rocks to your left to stay low because you will be having a ship coming in. There's a whole lower ledge right here, and that's going to keep you away from enemies and keeping you from getting hit. Then you can hop on your Sparrow, and away we go to the next area. Titans, I would be personally on hammers with double nades if you have access to the Armatarium. Hunters, kind of up to you. I would do Golden Gun. With Catapult on, you could do Blade Dancer with double skip nades and just be hucking those suckers left and right. So here we go. Now we're to our first real area. You're going to have some Hive fighting some Fallen. I like to stay down here underneath the bridge as most of the ads will stay up. You might have a Drag or two on the far end over here to your right. And what we need to do is we need to take out this Siva stack. Once we take out the Siva stack, then we can go to start clearing ads. As you see these dregs push up on me a little bit. Those are the only ads that will be down on the ground. All the other ads, they're going to stay up on top of this little bridge above my head and over near the bunker door. Your Siva stack will be in a random spot. Just check out your radar. Your arrow will be leading it to you. If you're super low light and you want to, just chill out. Let these ads fight each other. The Fallen and the Hive are going to fight each other. Then once they duel each other down, then you can come out and start spamming nades, using your primary, sniper, whatever it may be. I like to stay as far away as possible, just staying down in this lower level area, because these ads, they're just going to stay up top. Now, if you aggro them, you're really close, they will follow you down the steps, but more than likely, they're just going to stay up right where they're at right now. They're not going to push up on you. You can be even further back than I am right now. I'm just using my grenades, using my primary, and then I'm going to use my super right here to finish off the Servitor. Exposure is on, so be careful. You don't want to be lingering out of cover too long. Don't let these enemies see you for an extended amount of time. So once we clear out the enemies outside the bunker, doors are open. Don't charge in yet. Take ads out from deep. You're going to have a couple major vandals on the right side, and you're going to have a couple invisible sword guys on the left-hand side. Again, do not push in. Take these ads out from as far away as possible. They're not going to push outside of these bunker doors. Now, the sword guys will if you aggro them, but all in all, they're going to stay in here. So just take them out from as far away as possible. You'll have a couple dregs up top. Sometimes you can get a heavy ammo box to spawn up there. I wasn't lucky enough for that. So you got to take out two Siva stacks before we move on. The first one's going to be on our left-hand side here. You're going to have a major captain, and you're going to have a ton of shanks in this first little area. Just spam nades, pop in and out. Titans, Hunters, Warlocks, you're going to be able to spam nades like crazy with Catapult on. Daybreak's not on, but Catapult is. I'm going to do a quick fast forward here. Just pop in a pack, guys. So here we go. So we've taken out some shanks, got some heavy ammo. Now we want to take out this major captain. I'm just going to stay far back. I'm going to spam nades, spam a galley rocket or two. Don't push up on him too much. These captains are dangerous this week with exposure on. They can get you killed fairly quickly. The captains and the servitors, those are the dangerous enemies. So here we go. So we've cleared out this little area. Now we got to move down these back steps. I'm going to use my super right here to clear out all these vandals. To our left, down these steps and to the left is a Siva stack that we need to take out. There's going to be captain. There's going to be vandals. Now I'm going to just spam some galley in there, and galley will eventually, and a nade or two, will take out that Siva stack. Once I take out the Siva stack, I'm just going to bail. Now these ads, a lot of the time will stay back there, but a lot of the time they will also follow you back out, which these ads do follow me back out, as here they come right now. So sometimes they won't. That's why I just ignored them, because it's like, hey, it's a waste of time. But they decided to push out, so now I do have to take them out. But you're in this larger area, so that's good. So you can keep your distance. You can come up to this second deck up here, and you can just lob nades and Gallahorn on top of them. So we've cleared out the left side and took out that Siva stack. Once you do that, then your arrow is going to flip over to the other side, and we're going to have to take out the right Siva stack. Now the right Siva stack is a little bit more dangerous because you're going to have a couple servitors over here. So there's one servitor right there. You're going to have a servitor kind of in this main little hallway with some vandals, and you're going to have a servitor to the right. So once you push into this door, there's another little room to the right. There's going to be another servitor back there. And as you see, these servitors, they can just spam their shot like it's a machine gun. So be very, very careful. I'm just staying really far back. If you're far enough back, the servitor is not going to shoot at you. You have to be within a certain range. So just stay back, snipe away. You might have to push up a little bit so he kind of, because he'll teleport out where you can't really see him. You might have to push up a little bit, but just be careful because once you push up, then he's going to be able to shoot at you. So just stay back, take it out from as far away as possible. There's no point in putting yourself in any danger. Like I say in every video, take everything out from as far away as possible. So this is the little room to my right that I was talking about. There's going to be a vandal or two, and there's going to be another servitor. The servitors, like I said, them and the captains, guys, they are the dangerous enemies this week. They can do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, and with exposure on, you're more than likely not going to be at 100% health. Coolio, we got the servitors down, the vandals down. So here we go. We got to take out the second Siva stack. Be careful. You're going to have a couple snipers. You got a major vandal up on that little right-hand catwalk. You're going to have some drags and vandals down low along with a little Siva stack. As you see, I'm just slowly creeping over. Slowly creeping over. Don't put myself in a lot of danger. Don't be peeking out of cover too long, guys. Pop a couple shots, throw a nade or two, get back behind cover. Do not be lingering longer than you need to. So we just took out that Siva stack. Now we're moving back to the middle. Go near these doors. They're going to open, but bail. Bail way back. Back on up. Back way, 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 way up because a ton of ads are coming. You can even go back outside if you want to go that far back. These ads are not going to push up on you. As you see, I am backing up and they're kind of staying at that halfway point. There's a ton of dudes. So spam those nades, spam that G horn, use your sniper. Just back on up. You see, I'm all the way back outside. So if you need to back up, back up. Do not be in the room when that door opens. Or you can be in the room, but just don't be close. Because there's a ton of enemies and you can get killed very quickly. So just clear them out like I'm doing right now. So we're clearing them on out. Once you clear out the majority of them, feel free to push back into the room. Now be careful of the turrets. The turrets are very, very dangerous. You're going to have one on the left and two on the right. There's a little drag right there. You might have a lingering ad or two, but as long as you're clearing out the majority of them, feel free to come down near the door, and then you can take on these vandals and the captain. So I'm going to take out the turrets and make my run. I haven't done this strike in a hot minute, so I totally forgot that you have to take out this captain before you can move on to the next area. So don't do what I'm about to do. Take out this captain, then take out the turrets, then make your run. I totally forgot. So I'm going to be taking the captain out from down here, which is not what you want to do because the turrets are going to come back online, but that's totally fine. You're far enough away. The only turret that will shoot at you is this closest one on my left, so just use this pillar, but you're not going to make the mistake I did. You're going to be taking out the captain from way far away, then take out the turrets, then the little laser grid will drop, then we can move on. So don't be a nub like myself. Just going to slide fast forward here. We're just running to the bunker section of this strike. Now this portion, very, very easy, guys. We're just taking out Siva stacks. You're not going to have to clear out every area. Some silos, you're just going to run on by. Make sure you are looking at your radar and your arrow. Your arrow is going to take you where you need to go. So if you get turned around, you're not sure where your Siva stack is, just look at your arrow. Now these little sword vandals right here, these are the only ads that will push outside of this room. So be very, very careful as they can be very dangerous. Those are the only ads that will push out of this room though. All the other ads in the room, they will stay at bay. So we took out the dangerous ads that are going to push up on us. Now, just locating the Siva stack, guys. Ignore the rest of the ads in this room. Absolutely no point in wasting your time. So here we go. We took out our first Siva stack. We're on to the next silo. Again, follow your arrow. It's going to take you where you need to go. So now we're into the next silo. There's going to be some dregs. Be careful. There's a little sniper shank over there on that right-hand platform. But I'm just checking. Check around. I'm looking at my arrow. Okay, that's telling me my Siva stack is on the other side of the platform. That tells me I don't have to worry about these ads on the left-hand side. So we're rotating. We're rotating over to the right-hand side of silo 2. Just looking around real quick, make sure no ads were sneaking up behind me. My arrow was a little funky. I'm not sure why it was all the way over there on the right. But all in all, it's going to take you to Siva stack, guys. So took out our second Siva stack. Arrows rotating. We're rotating. Don't waste any of your time. taking out adds that you don't need to take out. So here's an example of following your arrow. So we are in the next silo, silo 3, but my arrow is already taking me to a different silo. You see, it's taking me to silo 4. So we're leaving behind silo 3. Don't waste any of your time. So follow your arrow, guys. Follow your arrow so you're not wasting time in this strike. It's actually a pretty quick strike. The boss fight takes a little while, but everything up to the boss fight is actually fairly quick. So here we go. So now we're to our final Siva stack and we're in the final silo. Be careful. You're going to be above most of these adds. So check down. You see how I'm looking down. Check down, look down, because there's going to be adds down on the ground. So our Siva stack's on this left-hand end. There's going to be a couple shanks in here. There's also going to be a servitor. These adds on the right-hand side, you see me tell how I turned around right there. Normally they won't push out of that room, but just be aware. Sometimes they can push out of that room. So I'm moving up to take out our last Siva stack. I really want this heavy ammo box, so I'm going to spend the time to take out this servitor. I'm going to do a super fast forward here, guys. I'm just using nades, primary super, to take out the servitor so I can get the heavy ammo box. If you already have heavy ammo, leave that box behind. Here we go. Now we're on to the boss fight where 98% of this strike takes place. If you're unfamiliar with the cheese spot, get familiar with it before you examine this ogre. So the cheese spot's over here. It's a little V cement slab, and we need to get inside that V. You don't want to be behind it, and you don't want to be in front of it. You want to be inside the V, as I'm throwing some nades just so you can kind of see it a little bit better. So we're going to jump up in here. It's just like 2 pieces of bread, and we got to be the meat into this sandwich. And here we go, and you can kneel down, and you're just going to use that little cement slab right there as cover. So just practice the jump a few times. As you see me, I'm practicing the jump a few times because I haven't done this strike in ages. So here you go. You can see we're just nestled in this little V, and you're just going to be able to shoot out the left. You're going to be able to shoot out the right. You're on top of this little metal pipe right here. If you want to shoot out on the right-hand side, just scooch over, do your crouch button until you can stand up. Once you can stand up, don't move any further. And then you can move back to the left. If you go too far to the right, then you're going to fall out of the spot. So just practice it a few times before examining the ogre. I would also suggest killing yourself if you're really, really low, so you can just be full shield and then examine the ogre. But you'll see here, I want you to practice the jump a few times if you're unfamiliar with it, and you need to be in the correct spot. So you'll see here, I'm in behind it. I am not in the V. You see the cement slab in front of me, and then you can kind of get stuck up here. So I'm trying to jump into the V. You have to be the peanut butter jelly of that sandwich. It's a V cement slab. You want to be inside the 2 slabs. I'm trying to get inside it, couldn't get inside it, and I'm about to get wrecked by the boss. So definitely practice the jump a few times. It's a bit funky if you have not done it before or you haven't done it in a while. So just practice it a little bit, guys, beforehand, like I said, before examining the ogre. Once you get into the spot, it's all good. You're in chill mode after that. It's just getting to the spot, and you got to be quick about it because you want to get out before the little boss guy comes out. So once you get in the spot, then you crouch down and move over to the left. Coolio, we're in the spot. Kovik is out. His first spot is right here in front of you to your right. Now you see I just moved over to the right, and then I popped up. When I can pop up to a stand, don't move any further to the right. If you're taking some damage, crouch down, move to the left. So I'm just inching to the right, pressing my crouch button. Kovik, sometimes he'll move to an angle where you can see him where you don't have to stand up. But if you want to see him when he's on this right side of the room, you have to take a little side step, press your crouch button. Can I stand up? I can't stand up. Okay, move a little bit more. Can I stand up yet? I can. Don't move any more to the right or else you risk falling out of the spot. Kovik teleported. Now he's on the left-hand end of the room. Now he still can hit you a little bit in this spot, so just be aware of that. Like even when you're behind cover, but majority of the time, like as you see there, the little cement slab is going to block Kovik's shot. I'm all the way over on the left-hand end of the spot. So like I said, if you need to see him on the right side of the room, just inch over, check your crouch button. Once you can stand up, don't move any more to the right. If you're taking some damage, move back to the left and crouch. I'm going to be switching off of Gallahorn to machine gun. I would suggest not using a rocket launcher up in this spot because you can very easily get yourself killed. Now when he's on the right side of the room, you can use rockets because you can pop up behind cover, but I would highly suggest not using a rocket launcher just in case, guys. The last thing you want to do is get yourself killed. And as you see, if you're totally unfamiliar with this spot or this strike, you're going to be completely safe from the ogre in this spot. You also have to be very, very careful about using grenades on the left-hand side because there is this little gap. So you can squeeze them through if you get the right angle, but a lot of the times it can get blocked by the cement in front of you, And with exposure on, you're not going to be at full health. You could get yourself killed very, very easily. So just be careful when throwing grenades, guys. It can be dangerous. And as you see, this is pretty much the rest of the strike. You're just following Kovik on his teleports. If he's on left side of the room, right side of the room, wherever he's going, and you're sniping. I'm taking a little bit of damage. Don't poke out too long. Just get a couple shots. If you need to move back behind this cement slab, move back behind the cement slab. Again, make sure you're not going too far to the right when he's on right side of the room so you don't fall out of the spot. A lot of times when he's on left hand in, he's going to kind of hide behind one of these cement columns, so you might have to wait a little bit for him to move. You can kind of fire a couple shots with your primary, which you'll see me be doing throughout the rest of this fight, just to try to bait him out. So sometimes he kind of hides, but eventually he will slow poke himself out of cover and you will be able to do shots. So you see, I'm just waiting on him. He's hiding somewhere. I can't see him from this angle. Just waiting on him. There he is. There's Kovik. Once he sees you and you get his attention, then he'll be back meandering, walking at granny speed, back and forth at whatever teleport he is in. But if he loses sight of you, you go back behind the cement slab and he can't see you, that's when he'll go into hide mode, and then you kind of have to get his attention again. But as you see, guys, the boss fight is very, very easy. Just got to get up the spot, and you're just sniping away. That's all you're doing. I'm going to do a fast forward here. You'll be able to see what I'm doing, just slightly sped up. I can't see Kovik, just popping off a couple shots, trying to get his attention, like, hey, bud, I'm over here. Get out of cover so I can see you. You'll also see an example here of my grenade getting blocked. It is a little sped up, but you'll be able to see right here. See how it got blocked? So you just have to be very, very, very careful. You can do damage to yourself and get yourself killed. So here we go. Finally, he's out of cover and we can do some damage. With his third teleport, once he teleports, this is his third one, then you're going to have the shank spawn. The shanks, they can be dangerous because just like Kovik, they can shoot at you in this spot and they can hit you. But all the shanks, they're going to come to you. Stay on the left-hand side of the spot. Even if Kovik's on the right side of the room or something like that, be on the left-hand side of the spot. That way, all the shanks, they're all going to flow and funnel to where Kovik is at right now. So here come the shanks. There should be spawned. There they are right now. And they're all going to matriculate, guys. They're just going to matriculate to this spot. And that way you can make it easy, quick work. Now, you can try a grenade or two. But again, be very, very careful throwing a grenade out of this spot on the left-hand side because it can get blocked more often than not if you don't have the right angle. But as you see, guys, the shanks, they're just going to keep spawning and they're going to keep coming to this spot. Now, they're shooting at me a little bit, but they're not hitting me because I'm using the cement to our advantage, using it for cover. But as you see, it's another enemy that can shoot up at you, so you definitely want to take them out. Once you take out all the shanks, then you're in the clear. You don't have to worry about any more adds, well, unless you fall out of the spot. Then it's just taking out Kovik. There's going to be quite a few shanks. There's going to be 2 waves of them, so just be aware of that. See Kovik, he left, he bounced. We're not focused on Kovik though. I'm focused on the shanks. I want to make sure that no other shanks are spawning. Once we have all the shanks down, Coolio, they're down. Now we can go back to doing damage on Kovik. Now this is my favorite spot for Kovik. This is his go in the corner, come out, get shot in the head one time, and backpedal. And he just rinses and repeats that. If you get him in this spot, this is my favorite spot because you don't really have to worry about him doing any damage on you because he's only going to be out of cover for half a second and you see he's just backpedaling. He's just going to assume I'm going to be doming him and then he's going to be backpedaling. That's my favorite spot. I think that's the best spot. Now he's moving out of it. He probably got tired of getting shot in the head repeatedly and then backpedaling 1 foot and just being stuck in that corner. And now again, like he will do, he's behind cover. See here, so you see I'm squeezing some nades out. I found an angle that works where my nades aren't going to be blocked, so feel free to spam grenades. Just make sure that you find an angle and a spot that you can get them out at where they're not getting blocked. So just doing some damage. They're hitting Kovik a little bit. I'm hoping it's going to move him out of cover so then we can get our snipe on. But you see here, guys, he's behind cover for quite a while. He will do this sometimes. You just got to get his attention. He's taking some damage, and eventually he will start slowly walking again. There he is right there. Now he's going to move out of cover. So just give him some time. It does draw the fight out a little bit, but just be patient. He does, hide for quite a bit sometimes, but he eventually will mosey on out, and then you can go back like we're doing right now, sniping him in the dome. As you see, he's doing damage on me, so you have to be careful. That teleport right there, that little far area, and then the 2 teleports on the right, those are his dangerous teleports in the sense that he can hit you. Mainly on the right-hand side, and that's because you have to be out of cover majority of the time to actually see him and hit him. So just be aware of that. With exposure on, guys, you're not going to be at full health, so don't be lingering too long. Pop a couple sniper shots if you're taking damage. Get back behind this cement slab. Now, he will have 1 final teleport. We'll see where he goes. Front left, thank you, Kovik. So everybody's teleports on Kovik, they will be different. If he's on the right-hand side for you, you might have to draw the fight out a little bit longer because exposure is on, because you're going to be out of cover. So just make sure if he's on that right-hand side, guys, that you're not lingering too long. Don't get greedy. Take a shot or two, move back to the left behind cover, then inch over to the right, do your crouch button. When can I stand up? Can I stand up? Okay, don't move any further to the right. Do a couple shots, crouch back down, shoot over to the left, rinse and repeat if he is on that right-hand side. If you do get a majority of left teleports like I'm getting, then you can linger out longer. You can get off a few more shots just because he has a harder time. As you see here, majority of his shot, as I'm getting a little bit of damage, but the majority of his shot is hitting the cement crap in front of me. So here we go. He's an absolute sliv. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. He's hanging on by a thread. There we go. We've done it. You've done it. Not too bad of a solo this week, guys. A little less fun just because Daybreak and a Burn's not on or Specialist or something like that. I was pretty surprised that Daybreak wasn't on just with the slew of weeks we've had with it being on. Hopefully this video was helpful, and hopefully it helps you get it done this week, guys. We can see what we get from the reward. Hopefully not some strange coins. Truski. It's nice seeing an exotic drop in a Nightfall. Don't need it, and Bungie ruined this gun, and who cares because Destiny 2 is around the corner. Have a good one, guys. See ya.